A Massachusetts teenager set to go before an immigration judge this afternoon. 18-year-old Marcelo Gomez de Silva was arrested by ICE agents while he was driving to high school volleyball practice last Saturday. Authorities say the operation was targeting de Silva's father. Now his family and classmates are calling for the teen's release. Meanwhile, advocates say over a dozen people in Chicago are in ICE custody after attending what they thought was a routine immigration check-in. Let's bring in ABC's Maria Villarreal for more. And Maria, you have some original reporting about people being detained as they showed up to scheduled immigration hearings. What'd you find out there?
You know, Diane, we've actually been following this for the last few weeks. We have a team that has been watching this both in New York, in LA, in Texas as well. We were able to get down to the San Antonio courts. And the reason why we chose this particular location was because just about a week ago, we saw immigration advocates that were at the court actually document what was happening inside these immigration hearings, which was very concerning to them. You know, families who had been used to showing up to these immigration courts and speaking with immigration judges about the status of their cases were then walking out and being detained by ICE. Initially, it was very confusing for a lot of the families that were there, not to mention the attorneys and the advocates that were representing these people, but slowly but surely they were able to piece together what they were seeing. And then we went and also watched this occur yesterday as well. Basically, what was happening in the courts that they were able to document is that, you know, migrants were coming in to check in on their immigration cases. While they were there listening to their cases for removal, you know, the Department of Justice would basically tell the judge, listen, judge, we want to go ahead and have this case dismissed. Obviously, if you are a person there that is not familiar with how the legal system works, you don't have representation as a migrant that is there just trying to, you know, follow the law as best as possible. You're surprised and maybe even, you know, actually excited about the fact that your case is going to be dismissed. But what would then happen is once the case was dismissed, as long as there were no objections, that particular person would walk out of the court. And then that's when they would see or be met by ICE agents. Initially, again, very confusing situation occurring. Obviously, more information has come out over the last week that this could be a tactic being used by the administration that falls in line with expedited removal, which we know that the Trump administration has tinkered with over the last few months in order to, you know, get more people deported from our country.